Ladies and gentlemen, today we're here to start a new account. On my main one here that you're currently looking at, I think I've made too many mistakes and pretty much didn't listen to my own tips that I gave in the last video. And for an account that's at level 46 only having 2 level 60s, that's pretty bad in my opinion. Now this account definitely is stacked and has a lot of great options, but I think it's about time, you know? Now of course if you want to go ahead and try the game for yourself or even make a new account like I'm gonna be doing, make sure to use the link that's down in the description. You get yourself some of the best champions in the game all for free, and there's also a TMNT collab going around, so you can basically get yourself a free Michelangelo. Like I said, this is the link that we'll be using to start our new account, and so if you want to join in on the fun, make sure to use that link, man. But without further ado, let's create a new account. Alright, so we're currently on the PC, which is why there's a whole fan sound in the back. But all that we're here to do is make the new account, because making it on mobile doesn't actually work for some reason. What should I call you? Wait, Raid Shadow Legends wants to call me? Alright, but here we put Rebello. And just like that, boom! Whoop. Boom! Alright, now we're in the starting tutorial. I'll just skip this part. And we can finally choose our starting champion. Always go for kill, guys. Always. I forgot that this dude exists. I should probably listen to the story, but nah, I'm not doing all that. Okay, and just like that, we're finally done with the tutorial. And of course we do have the Michelangelo chase going on that we'll get after playing for 7 days. This dude's gonna be a game changer. So much utility and an aura skill that gives 70 accuracy, but I'll save all the glazing for another video. And of course in the mail we have our very... What? Okay, now we have the rewards. You basically have to complete the whole tutorial on your PC, otherwise you're not gonna get anything, man. That's very strange. But now that we have our rewards, let's see what we have. Whew. Nah, the drip is insane, man. He even has a scar on his face, but it's silver instead of red. Does that mean his blood is silver? But let's actually see what he does. So for the basic attack, he attacks one enemy 3 times. That is very good, because there's a whole boss that you have to hit 10 times before he actually takes a turn. This will be very good for that. Each hit has a 20% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff. Okay, what does that do? Let me see. Increase damage received by the target champion by 15 or 25%. So it's basically like a physical vulnerability. Alright, and then for the second skill, attacks one enemy, places a stun debuff for 2 turns. Not really that exciting since it's only on 1. Grants an extra turn and resets the cooldown of this skill if Yumiko was on the team. Okay. Attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance of placing a block active skills debuff for 2 turns. This is the same one that Sun Wukong has. Definitely gonna be useful. This debuff cannot be resisted if Yumiko is on the same team. Bro, who is Yumiko? Alright, let's see. And she's also a legendary. Yeah, we're never gonna get her. We do also have a lot of free rewards running around. Let me just claim all of them. Ooh, and before I forget, we need to claim ourselves a free legendary. I'd honestly prefer Sun Wukong, but since we already have a damage dealer, a support is the way to go. Desert Queen. And boom! All we have to do is claim these, and just like that, we start with 2 legendaries on the team. And specifically when it comes to her, let's actually see what she does. Attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff, and that's not all. Places a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 1 turn, and also places a 15% one on an ally with the lowest HP. This is just a basic attack, man. What? And then here she has decreased attack, block buffs, debuff spread, increased defense, and increased speed. She's basically got the whole package, man. Alright, but let's actually see his animations. I don't think I've ever seen them before. Okay, so for the basic attack, pretty basic, pretty basic. And now for the second skill that places a stun. Eh, basically just shooting wind with a bow and arrow. Okay, and now for the third skill, which is Suppression Ward. Ooh, nah, that's pretty cool. Would have been much better if it was like him wearing a Susano or something. Alright, let me just finish up this fight real quick. Ooh, and we also unlocked a new battle pass. We have chickens, some skill tomes as well, and these will basically just help us throughout the grind. And since we got some lifesteal gear, let's actually equip it. Alright, the sword has crit rate and crit damage, which is pretty good. Ooh, the helmet too. Nice, nice. The shield is okay, I guess. The gloves, the chest plate, yikes. The main stats are not what we're looking for at all. Alright, but back to the story mode. Okay, our first boss yeah, he's just dead. Okay, we finished the first tower, and I think now's the time where we really focus on the missions. Because there are quite a lot of them, and we only have about a week until the rest of the dungeons close. If we go here and go into dungeons, the ones with colors aren't actually open forever. They only give us a week until they rotate, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and all that. And so we want to finish as many missions as we can before that. We also have a strange event going on. Change my name? Why? Raid Bellow. And now we basically just follow the missions and see how far we go. One thing that has me puzzled is, do I use only 2 champions to get the max amount of stars, or do I fill the rest of the slots with food champions, which are basically champions that we use to rank up others? Currently you can see at the top that my Kale only has 3 of them, but if we fully level him up, we'll be able to take him up all the way up until 4 stars. And then the same for 5 stars up until the 6, and yeah, so I'm very confused. The XP that we gain isn't really that crazy, because if I do it like this, we basically get all the stars, meaning we don't have to come back, but I miss out on the XP. And then if we run it like this, yes, we're getting all the XP, but we'll also have to come back and run it with only 2 champions. I'm very confused. Wait, if I have to come back and do it with only 2 champions, then I'm basically using double the energy. The math is not mathing, guys. Yeah, I think I'll just run it like this. Fully max out the stars so that we don't have to come back again, and then the extra energy that we're saving can basically be used on Brutal Stage 12. If we go to Brutal, this is basically the best place to level up your champions while also getting silver at the same time, while also being as energy efficient as possible. So yeah, I'll just be doing this for now. Ooh, level 10. Okay, we can now join a clan. Hopefully we get one that has more than 50 stars. We apply to this, please accept me, please. Before the clan versus clan tournament starts. Or maybe I can join a random one. 50 stars? Wow, it has 0. Yeah, let me get out of here, man. Let me get out of here. Try number 2. Ooh, Alright, the same thing. Yeah, we might be cooked, guys. Since we reached level 10, that reminds me that we actually get this dude. Okay, let's collect him. This too, leaving the energy of course, cause if we claim it now, we'll only get 45. I don't think I even have to say anything, man. There's literally people in the background trying to get a snatch of the drip. The aura farming is insane. He's the only decreased defense champion we have so far, which will be pretty useful. He also has decreased accuracy and poisons, okay, and a weaken as well. As far as the missions go, we've only done 9 so far, and I think this is where we end the video. There's so many things to do, so much to get done, And in all fairness, I think a live stream format might fit this better than just making videos. But do let me know down in the comments if you're starting one yourself. Join my Discord group, the link will be down in the description. And if you actually want to go ahead and start a new account of your own, make sure to use my link in the description because it will give you some pretty juicy rewards. You can also get yourself a free Michelangelo from the TMNT collab, so much value, and so just make sure you don't miss it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!